welcome to Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy. I am so grateful you guys are here. Also, I'm gonna ring the bell a few times. Woo! We made it to 1,000 subscribers, so I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. Please bear with me as I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna go live, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. Still a little bit of planning that I have to put into it, but soon enough you guys will be seeing me going live. I'll be doing personal readings. I'll just be doing, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do pick a cards, how I'm gonna do it yet, but like I said, once I figure it out, it's gonna be a blast. And I'm so thankful that you guys have just made it here to my little channel, and we're growing, we're flourishing, and it feels really good. So thank you guys. I put a lot of hard work into this channel. I love you guys. I love this channel. I love tarot, and I'm just so grateful to be able to do what I love, share it with you guys, and hopefully give you messages that you need to hear. That has always been my intention from the beginning. So today, we are stepping into March. We've got spring break coming up. So I decided to do a fun reading, a literally fun reading, where we're gonna look into how can you have more fun. Okay, so you guys can actually shout out to my boyfriend, Jesus, Jesus, however you want to call him. I personally call him Jesus. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but he actually picked this topic today. I gave him a list, all my topics, and he was like, you should do this one. So you guys can give him a little shout out, thank him for deciding what reading we're gonna do today. Also guys, you can always suggest in the comments if there's a reading you want to see, if there's a topic you want to see. Please do not be afraid to request it. You never know. I do read through the comments. Thank you guys if you share with me anything in the comment section. I'm always reading through them, so thank you guys again. So let's just jump in. Pile number 1. You guys shuffled Spend Time with Friends. Really fun cards. There's snacks, cards everywhere. Pile 2, you guys shuffled Hydrate. Interesting. And finally, pile number 3, you guys shuffled Connect with Your Womb. And with this one, guys, I almost shuffled a different card for pile 3. But whether or not you physically have a womb, we all are connected to a womb in some way. We were born from a womb, so, even if you are not somebody who physically has a womb, please do not be afraid of pile 3, okay? So that's all I'll say. We will be doing a 30-second meditation. You'll get a better view of the cards. And until then, guys, I will see you at your pile. Don't forget to check out the description box down below for timestamps, for songs for each pile, and also you can find my music down below as well. So thank you guys. See you at your pile.
Oh my god, why is this bugging me so much? Okay. I'll just pull this at the end. Alright. Hi guys, welcome. If you picked pile number 1, you guys picked spend time with friends. Okay. So oddly enough, we also pulled spend time with animals over here, and we also have some hidden cards, which I feel like will be a little bit of a surprise for later. Sometimes Spirit wants me to talk about things in a certain order before I get to another topic or discussion. So, pile 1s, how can you have more fun? Well, obviously by spending more time with friends, as well as animals. There is a huge energy here of not really being in your heart space. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. And I am just getting that your heart deeply, deeply misses you, pile 1s. Your heart is craving love and attention from other people that make you feel, loved and seen. I'm seeing people, all very vastly different, but at the same time, they can come together with their interests. We have tarot cards here. I see crystals. I see tea with I think that's like a plate of cookies. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is actually. Oh yeah, it looks possibly like a little kettle or something. I'm not sure, but there's snacks. There's even what looks like a sketchbook or like painting possibly. You know what I mean? Books as well. There's a book here. So what I'm seeing is you need to get involved with people who have similar interests as you. If you don't already have a very definite friend group, if you have specific people that you can spend time with doing the same activities, you have the same interest, they make you feel loved and seen. If you already have that, that's wonderful. And that is definitely how you can have more fun, is by making it a point to, reach out to these friends and set up activities, set up adventures, you know what I mean? Get everybody together is what I'm hearing. Your heart deeply, deeply craves it. Your soul is craving love in the form of friendships right now. And I feel like even deeper, sorry guys, I'm struggling talking because I did get my bottom braces on yesterday and just a lot of new things in my mouth, so I'm sorry if I stumble or kind of maybe even say the wrong word. It's just really weird to have, my mouth feels so different. Anyways, as I was saying, it can go even deeper. I feel like your heart might even need unconditional love that in some ways only certain animals I feel like can really give you that kind of feeling, that kind of love and comfort that you might not be able to get with a specific friend group. Okay, so it's just, like I said, the basis of this is spending time with people or animals that make you feel loved and seen. I just feel like you have been feeling really alone. And I also feel like with this 5 of Cups here, and with the Knight of Coins, you have not been feeling very abundant. You have not been feeling very fulfilled. I feel like possibly this could have to do with finances. All right, you guys could be really struggling with the scarcity mindset, with telling yourself constantly, there's not enough, there's not enough, there is not enough. And that is what you are manifesting by constantly telling yourself there is not enough. I do see this with this 5 being reversed. You are coming out of this. You are trying to learn about taking advantage of what is actually available to you. I feel like you already have friends and animals in your life that if you spent more time with them, you wouldn't feel so left out in the cold. You wouldn't feel so abandoned. You wouldn't feel so what I'm feeling is you not feeling like you're enough. Like I'm getting this isolation, this loneliness, this lack of being in your heart has really affected you and made you feel like you're not worthy of those things when you definitely are. And it's like you will have so much fun if you just make it a point to prioritize the people in your life that make you feel valuable, that make you feel seen, that understand you and love you unconditionally. I think you're having a hard time really seeing your own value right now and loving yourself. You're really struggling to love on yourself and give yourself what you need right now emotionally. And so guess what? You don't have to do all that work. You don't have to, because when you're feeling 50%, you know, the people who love you will be there for you and will get you back to that 100%. And they'll know that when they're 50%, you'll be there for them. You know what I mean? Like, this is about healing a lot of self-worth and feeling value in yourself because of the love that you are being shown by others. Like, I just get a sense that some of you guys are telling yourself you don't have enough. You don't have enough friends. You don't have, maybe you want a pet. Maybe you want to spend more time with animals, but you don't feel like you have access to them. So this is all telling me what? Scarcity. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. When you are ignoring a million opportunities that are awaiting you to just grab hold. But it's what you're telling yourself, that you can't have these things, that you don't deserve these things. That's what's blocking them from coming in. Okay, and for those of you who really feel like you don't have friends, like I was saying, find people with the same interest. Join Facebook groups. Search online for different websites that, you know, bring people together. For example, there's Patreon, there's Discord, there is I don't even know, guys, Twitter. I feel like you could make friends on Twitter. You know, there are vast areas or vast opportunities is what I'm feeling that you are just completely ignoring because you are just so deep in this space of what feels like rejection. You're rejecting yourself and you're not letting others even get the chance to reject you. I feel like, you know, you're kind of like giving up before you've even tried. You're giving up before you've even tried, and it's just you're not having any fun. You know what I mean? This isn't going to bring you the happiness, the comfort, the joy, the fun that you're seeking if you just stay in this energy of telling yourself you don't have enough. With the Emperor here, it is in reverse. you really need to learn how to let go of control as well. I think there is a part of you that is horrified to be around people who are possibly unpredictable, people who you can't control is really what I'm getting. People who you want them to treat you a certain way. And I do get a sense that you need to learn how to let go of the reins. Let people be themselves. Let people treat you the way that they're going to treat you. It doesn't say anything about who you are as a person. When someone rejects you, it's about them. It's not about you, okay? It's just that this is not your person. These are not your people. And you move along until you find the people who will be there and love you unconditionally. But see, there's a fear here of letting go of control and kind of seeking outside of what you've known. I feel like you've known this energy for so long. Like some of you guys have been sitting in this 5 of Coins energy for so long that it feels comfortable. You possibly might be isolated. Also, these dragons literally have like bandages on them. Like it's hurting you. It's hurting. It's not even about fun anymore. It's about healing. You really need to focus on healing the wounds, the abandonment wounds. That's what I'm getting, guys. You have this fear of abandonment, and because of that, it won't allow you to be in a position where you will be abandoned. The Emperor in reverse. You're not even putting yourself in that position for it to happen, which in turn is making you absolutely miserable because you're just alone. And because you're alone, it feels like nobody loves you. It feels like nobody cares. It feels like you're not valuable. But once again, you are, I do believe this, and I'm going to reiterate this. I see 222 on the timer, so I want to say this very lovingly. A lot of our suffering is by our own hands. And I really do get a sense that you guys kind of need to take responsibility for your broken heart. Like your heart right now is not in a good place. And I feel like you're craving healthy relationships. You're craving love. You're craving emotional stability. But you can't find any of that. I feel like you can't even find help. The Knight of Coins, because this Knight of Coins in reverse, when he's reversed, he's given up. A big part of you has just kind of given up. And you need to recognize that is your ego trying to protect you from being abandoned. And what you need to tell your ego is, it's not about us. It's not about you. What I'm trying to tell you, when people reject you, it says more about them. And it's also like, think about this. We all have different taste. We just have different taste. You should listen to the song Cup of Tea by Casey Musgraves. We can be everybody's cup of tea. Some like it bitter, some sweet. Nobody's everybody's favorite, so you might as well just make it how you please. 'Cause you can be everybody's cup of tea. And they're all drinking tea. And also there's a great line. So after she says you can't be everybody's cup of tea, she says, why would you want to be? Could you imagine? Like, okay, some of you guys are in this energy of being so alone that you're like, yes, yes, yes. I can't imagine everybody being in love with me. But really, truly, imagine everybody wants something from you. and it's not coming from a healthy place, you know what I mean? I feel like it wouldn't come from a place of unconditional love. It would just come from places of desire and like, I don't know, like if everybody was just wanted you and in love with you, you wouldn't have enough of yourself to give to all of these people. So I think you need to stop thinking about, do people like me? Stop asking yourself, do they like me? You need to start asking yourself, do you like them? Do you even like them? Do you have similar interests? Do you get along? Do you feel comfort and love when you're in their presence? Those are the things you need to be asking yourself. You need to be pickier. You need to switch the script, okay? Flip the script here and you know, like, I'm sorry, it's coming out harsh, but it's just out of a place of, it's, you can't stay here. You can't stay in this energy. It's not fun. It's not gonna make you happy. And you just, you know, you've got to stop feeling sorry for yourself and find that power, the Emperor. Find that power within that allows you to be more logical about the fact that you can pick the people you want to be around, you know? You can find your people if you haven't already. Oh, this is a tough one. I don't know. I thought this would be a funner reading. More fun, sorry. Funner is not a word. Alright, we got the Knight of Cups. So we got the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. And both are in reverse. Like, it's strange because I'm not seeing ambition. Like, I'm not seeing a drive, a focus to go towards what's good for you, to go towards what will actually bring you more fun, will actually bring you more joy. Like with the Knight of Coins and now the Knight of Cups, it almost feels like you're avoiding it, you know? You're not willing to put in that work, to pay attention to your heart, to pay attention to this feeling of lack of value. You know, I just feel a little bit of resignation, like you guys just have resigned and accepted that this is it, when this isn't it, you know? Like, there are opportunities. Three of Swords in reverse, this is about healing. I think that you guys have been heartbroken for far too long. What did I say in the beginning? This is about your heart. Your heart misses you. It's craving healing. It wants people to come in. It wants people to love them unconditionally, to be seen. And I feel like you have been betrayed. You have been hurt, possibly 3 times. But with the lightning, I'm being drawn to the lightning bolt in the back. Like, it feels sudden. Maybe it felt like one day people did love you and then another day it just switched, you know, for whatever reason. Or maybe this is even your emotions. Like, one day you feel like, you know what, I do have people in my life that love me, and then another day it just flips suddenly to this energy of, I don't have enough, I'm alone. But either way, it's just Three of Swords. When it's reverse, it's time for healing. How can you have more fun? By healing your heart, your broken heart. I just feel like you have taken it so very personally when people can't be what you deserve. When people disappoint you, when people have hurt you, betrayed you, you have taken it very, very personally. Instead of giving the other people who have hurt you the responsibility. They made those decisions to treat you that way. And now it's up to you to treat them accordingly. You cannot take people for their words. Take them for their actions. And if they've hurt you, possibly repeatedly, give them up. That's not your cup of tea. You don't deserve that, and it's not personal. It says more about the person hurting you than it does about you. And what you need to focus on is healing this heart, reminding yourself how valuable and precious you are, reminding yourself you're not alone. Get a pet, for crying out loud. Like, please, if you don't already have a pet, some pet out there would just love you to bits, okay? And unconditionally. We don't deserve animals, you know what I mean? The human race, we don't deserve them. And I think you'll feel that, you know? And if you can't afford, possibly, because we got a lot of finance energy, if you possibly can't afford, you know, a pet, find people, friends with those pets. Go visit them. Go visit your family pets. Like if your parents have pets at home, go visit your grandparents, you know, if they have pets. Go visit a zoo. Go visit, you know, you can go to PetSmart and volunteer to pet the cats that are there. They need affection. They need love just like you. So there's so many opportunities that you are missing out on because you're telling yourself it's about you and something's wrong with you and it's your heart is broken, and it's almost like you've given up. Don't give up, pile one. Do not give up. And look, oh, write a gratitude list. See, I feel like if this had been out earlier, it would have felt, it wouldn't have made a lot of sense, you know? But it makes sense because you guys need to pay attention to the people who are already in your life, possibly the animals that are already in your life. You already have love in your life is what I'm hearing. But it's because it's the mindset, the scarcity mindset, telling yourself you're not enough, telling yourself you don't have enough to offer, telling yourself your heart is too broken or you're too broken. And also that fear of abandonment, fear of putting yourself out there. It all needs to be healed. And like I said, you need to flip that script. Start counting your blessings instead of counting your troubles. You've focused a long time, I feel like, on what's gone wrong. When, yeah, I just split the deck and we have the star in reverse. You guys have lost your faith for whatever reason. And you need to start hoping again. You need to have hope and faith that your wishes can come true. Your desire to be loved, to feel unconditionally loved and seen, it can come true. But you have to believe in it. You have to start believing in it. You have to start looking on the brighter side. Like, I hate to say that because I know that sometimes it's just not possible. When we've been hurt so bad, sometimes we get lost, and that's okay. But I think that you've been here too long. And it's hurting your soul, it's hurting your heart. Bottom of the deck, we did have sex, okay? So some of you guys even need to dive into romantic connection. That will make you feel better too. That will heal your heart. And like I said, be pickier. Stop worrying about if they like you. Worry about if you like them. Do you even like them? All right, we do have Mau. I might be mispronouncing that. I apologize. Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. Interesting. I feel like you guys need to spend more time outside. I think you'll have a lot of fun. I think that also you really like are craving to work with animals. There is a huge part of you that is just really, really, really wanting to spend time with animals. And I feel like whatever you do within environmentalism, it will bring you out into nature and give you more opportunities to actually be around animals the way you're wishing. And you'll meet people who also possibly love animals the same way you do. Let's see. And we also have bottom of the deck Rhiannon, Sorceress. We have a unicorn. Equestrian therapy, you know, is what I'm hearing. But it does say you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. You guys need to make a list. I think you need to make a gratitude list, but you also need to make a goal list. What are you trying to manifest? And what ways can you get there? Start creating the vision for yourself. It all starts with a vision. Once you can see it, you can start bringing it into your reality, step by step by step. Not only that, but Rhiannon was completely outcast. Rhiannon was alienated, and you know what I mean? Like, she didn't deserve that. She did not deserve that. And I do believe, you know, I can't remember the entire story, but I'm pretty sure it does end happily. Like, that her story actually does end happily, where she is like forgiven, or like not forgiven, but they realize they've made a mistake by thinking she committed a crime. I think they thought she killed her baby when her baby was actually kidnapped. So yeah, so the townspeople were very upset, but she didn't actually, and I think they figured it out at the end. But that is all the time that I have for you, pile one. I feel like this was a little bit all over the place, but I think the main message did come through. I am sending you guys so much healing, so much love. I'm so grateful you clicked on here, and I do hope that the messages resonate with you and that they help you in some way. Alright guys, if you enjoyed it, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from my pile ones. Until next time guys, sending you all the best. Bye! Hi guys, welcome if you picked pile number 2 with Hydrate. All right, guys, what I'm getting from this card very heavily is water, spending time with water. I think that you need to spend a lot of time this summer and even possibly spring break if it's warm enough. Rivers, lakes, the ocean, you know, the beach, wherever you can go to spend time near water. I think your body is really craving peace. I think you're craving some peace right now. I do kind of get, sometimes the piles do this. I do think that my pile twos, you could have possibly been in an energy that pile one is currently in, but you have moved slightly past that. Okay, like you have kind of elevated yourself to elevated yourself to really focus on healing and to focus on peace of mind and to honor yourself, tell yourself you're valuable. It's like the problems that pile one was facing, it does seem like you guys are in a better place with a lot of those specific problems. But we also have the Emperor and the Three of Swords here. And these are literally cards that just came out in pile one. In the same positions, both reversed. So it's, you know, similar messages. There might be messages for you in pile one, but keep in mind, you might have already moved past that energy. Like you might have felt that way, I don't know, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever it may be for you. But I don't think you're actually in that energy now. I think that how can you have more fun is by focusing, on places that you feel relaxed, focusing on peace. We have the Three of Swords over here. Represents healing. It represents healing after heartache, after being betrayed, after feeling misery, you know, indescribable pain. And now you've stepped into an energy of moving beyond that pain. And I do see with the Queen of Coins, you guys could be doing better financially. You could be, you know, in a very stable place. And I don't know, I just feel like peace is kind of being drawn to you. Like you are in this peaceful energy. And if you're not in that peaceful energy, getting to that peaceful space, feeling relaxation within your entire body, regulating your nervous system is really what this feels like. All of that is going to feel fun to you. I don't know why, but I just feel like you being in that energy of relaxation, of calm, peace. We have deep breathing, you know, this energy of slowness, of being in tune with nature as well. We have water, and now we also have this beautiful earth, Queen of Coins energy, where I don't know if you guys can see, but she is surrounded by nature. You definitely need to spend time in nature, guys. You need to spend time. I am getting with flowers, with possibly rabbits, butterflies. And I'm in Houston, guys, so we have a beautiful butterfly exhibit. So you know what I mean? Like, find ways to go to places that are going to make you feel very calm and connected with nature. And I get that water is just very comforting to you. You could go to the park. This animal is on a swing. I just noticed it's on a swing here. So you could just be spending an afternoon at the park. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. seeing the squirrels, the raccoons, stray cats, you know. With this Six of Coins, this is interesting because how can you have more fun? I'm hearing generosity. I think that you do need to possibly step into an energy of giving back to your community, spending more time with people who might not have as much as you. I think you're in a good place financially, materialistically. You know, you have the things that you need. I am getting abundant energy. But with the Six of Coins, it's also like you have enough that you can actually give to people who might not have as much as you. Like there's an energy of you're actually going to have fun giving, being generous. And I think you're going to meet people as well who will learn a lot, I think, just from being in your energy. But not only that, you will also, I feel like, learn a lot from people who have less than you. I think you're going to feel really good that you are in this space that you can give. You know, it's gonna feel good. It's going to be fun. I don't know why it's gonna be fun for you to like be in that position of stability that allows you to how should I say this? Allows you to be in this energy of stability that, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just gonna feel really good that you have made it to this point. Especially if you have been at a point in your life where you didn't have enough, where, you know, you were in more of a pile one energy, where you're telling yourself, I don't have enough, I don't have anything. It's like now you feel abundant, now you feel valued as well. There's an energy of feeling valuable. Like you're giving to an entire community. Like people will remember that. People will value that. People will look to you as, I want to say, as a compassionate, generous leader. And just the fact that you can even be in that energy, I think it's going to be very fun for you, because you might have never thought that you could get here. You might have never thought that you would be the person, you know, making like lunches every weekend for the houseless, and you're connecting with your community, you're meeting people, and you have enough energy, stability, and love, compassion, generosity to actually be there and show up and do the things that other people might not be in a position to be able to do. With the Empress in reverse here, I do kind of feel like you're struggling a little bit with control. I feel like you might not see yourself as a leader. And I think that that is having to do with some of your healing. You know, you are still healing your heart, especially with this Page of Cups over here and the Three of Swords. Like both of those indicate, you know, you're still kind of at level 1, maybe level 2 of healing this heart. And so there are still things that come up that you might be struggling with. And I think in order for you guys to have more fun, you need to learn how to let go of control. You need to kind of learn how to possibly not be so strict, not be so rigid. You know, it might have worked for you in order for you to get a certain level of abundance, but I think you might kind of be a little bit too stiffy now. Like you've kind of got your shit together, but it's like it's gotten stiffy. You know what I mean? Like you need to incorporate maybe unpredictable energy, like fun energy, like, you know, unexpected fun. Like, I don't know, I feel like you're not taking risks where you could actually take logical risks, like based on your knowledge and your ability to be a leader. You have this incredible ability to show up as a leader. Like I'm seeing this Queen of Coins, I'm seeing the Six of Coins, and he's standing at on top of this, you know, giving carrots out. And now we have the Emperor. I feel like this is who you guys can be when you step up, once you've done more healing, once you really start seeing yourself as a leader. You're really finding your power. Like, how can you have more fun? I think you need to stop following the rules a little bit. It's weird because it's like it's like, how can you have more fun? You can have more fun by recognizing your power, first of all. Recognizing your ability to be generous and to give back to the community, to the people who have shown up for you, whoever it may be that needs you. There are people who need you and they look to you as a leader already. So how can you have more fun? You know, step into this leadership role, but also relax. You know, deep breathing, hydrate, like come back to this peace, this relaxation. I feel like you're feeling pressure. You feel like when you hear the word leader, something in you gets like caught up and you're like, no, I'm not a leader. Yes, you are. Whether you know it or not, yes, you are. People are already, I feel like, looking to you as somebody who's stable, who's generous, who's healing. People feel your healing energy. But I feel like you've been so focused on healing, so focused on stability, that you haven't had a lot of fun, like actual fun. Like let your hair down, run in the rain naked. No, it's a little crazy, you know, but like skinny dipping, like, why is everything naked? Sorry. I don't know, go to a rager, have a few shots. It's like in moderation, it's okay. Like some of you guys are kind of scared of losing control of what would happen if I took a risk, if I got too drunk, if I, you know, if I put myself in a position where I don't feel that control. I feel like you're kind of scared of that. But what you don't realize is it'll actually help relax you, and it's gonna help you have more fun. I think, and that's the goal here, is the whole basis of this specific reading is relaxation, leadership, and learning when to let your hair down. You know, like learning when it's okay to kind of just have a good time. I don't know how to say it. Let yourself have a good time, pile twos. You've done the work. People recognize and respect what you've gone through and who you are right now. And I think you're just being too hard on yourself. You need to relax. You're a great leader. Whether or not you get too drunk on a Saturday night, you're still a great leader. You're still an example of somebody who is generous, like I said, who's healing, somebody who's calm, stable. I think you already are giving so much to your community that you don't even realize the effect that you're having. And I think you need to start seeing yourself differently.
Yeah, that's right, Lily.
Like, you need to see how powerful you are. You are so powerful, and you could be having so much more fun. You could be having so much more fun. But I understand, like, I think possibly you've been in an energy where you've lost control before, and maybe that's caused you to get hurt in the past. So I understand that there is a reservation there that needs healing. There's some level of blockage, reservation with just allowing yourself to kind of let go of control that needs to be healed. We have the Page of Cups here. You know, this is about getting back into your heart, kind of this mushy, sweet, soft energy. Like, this to me is giving a lot of peace. And once again, all this water, like, you need to spend time near water, in the water, on a boat, whatever it may be, but whatever is going to help you relax and feel safe enough to, you know, have some fun. What is this card? Let's see. Ground yourself. Interesting. You see how all of their eyes are closed? How can you have more fun? I think this is more about reminding yourself that you are firmly rooted to the ground already. I think you need to really start seeing how powerful you've already become. And look, it's coming from her heart. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. The more and more you heal this heart, the stronger you're becoming, the stronger these roots are. I think the more intuitive. I was getting a strong intuition because of all their eyes being closed. How can you have more fun? Relaxing. Spending time with your eyes closed. Possibly near water, possibly just in nature. Just taking deep breaths. Reminding yourself how far you've come. Reminding yourself how powerful you are. What a great leader you've become. How can you have more fun? I just heard remind yourself who the fuck you are. Like, I don't know, like, you guys are coming, this is all singular energy. Like, you're very independent. You might need to kind of maybe spend some time alone. Like, you need to prioritize relaxing alone, deep breathing alone, spending time near the water alone. Because I think you do give a lot. You are very generous. So you need to make sure you're giving back to yourself as well. Because the more you pour into yourself, I think the more healing you do in your heart, and the more you're actually able to show up in the way that you're wanting to. This is beautiful, pile number 2s. I love your energy, and I really hope you guys start seeing yourself the way I think other people are seeing you right now. And I think you also deserve a break. Like, some of you guys do need a break. Like, you need a vacation. Like, you need to get away. You know what I mean? You need to go to, like, a beach, like a famous beach, Fiji. You know what I mean? Like, you need to go to Fiji and just, if you can afford it, I think a lot of you guys can. But take what resonates. You know, you need to just get away and kind of center yourself, ground yourself, relax. That's gonna be fun. That would be so fun to like get away, have this vacation. It could even be a solo vacation. Like some of you guys, she is alone here. Like you might need to do that, but it's also kind of like that Emperor where it's like you're kind of scared to like let go of control, like no, like thinking of what might possibly happen. Oh wow. So pile 1 actually pulled this too. We have Mau, Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. So I'm definitely hearing, you know, volunteering, helping cleaning up areas that might be really polluted. Pile 1 specifically was more about helping with animals. So some of you guys might resonate with that as well, where you feel very connected and drawn to help with animals. But pile 2, you're actually giving me more of like nature, like actual like plants, flowers, herbs. I don't know herbs. If it's not directly with animals, but we also pulled quiet time, siege, quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. What did I just say, guys? You need to spend some time alone. You deserve a break. You deserve a quiet time. Maybe even if you're setting like, I don't know, like giving yourself a quiet time daily. Every single day, like if you just give yourself like 30 minutes, an hour of silence where you're just like maybe meditating, contemplating, or even just resting. I just feel like the more relaxed that you are, the more fun you'll have. I feel like the better leader you'll be. Like your relaxation, your healing is so important for you to be able to show up in the way that you're wanting to. Oh, beautiful. We have bottom of the deck, Ain, leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. I'm telling you, sometimes, you know, you need to kind of take a risk. You need to let go of control. Because without that leap of faith, you might not be able to, you know, put that heart's true desire into action. Oh, bottom of the deck, I forgot about this. We also have this Justice over here in reverse. I don't know why. I'm sensing you guys have experienced a lot of injustice. And I think because you see things in a specific way, there's something about who you are, your position, your leadership abilities. It comes from the fact that you have faced so much injustice in your life. Like you have faced a lot of shit that just wasn't fair, wasn't your fault, you didn't deserve it. And it's like you've still had to heal from these things. You still might be healing from these things, but it's made you this like beautifully generous, respectable leader. You know, like I'm not gonna say that horrible things happened in your life for this to happen, but I am saying it did happen and it did make you better. Maybe not better, but it's brought you to this place where you are a better leader because of it. Bottom of the deck, we also have sound healing. Once again, our eyes are closed. Like there's just a lot of healing, a lot of relaxation. You need quiet time. Maybe playing sound bowls or something could definitely, you could definitely help. Let's see. Ooh, I just lifted it, and usually I lift like further, but it was create art. So some of you guys might need to also get some of this pain, this injustice out, through creating art, okay? And that might even kind of scare you because it's vulnerability, it's letting go of that control of allowing other people in to see the pain you've experienced, or just, you know, putting yourself out there, period. But yeah, it might be very healing for you. And it might even be like, when you're creating art, it might be really peaceful for you because you're in like a focused, quiet time. All right, pile twos, that's actually all I have, is all I'm seeing. So I am sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings. I really do hope that these messages resonated. If they did, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Till next time, guys. See ya. Bye. Hey there, pile number ones. You guys actually chose connect with your womb. So welcome to your reading. So I told you guys in the intro that I almost didn't take this card. I felt like possibly a lot of people would, I don't know, I think it's the internalized misogyny, but I felt like people wouldn't want to choose this pile because it's a womb. But I did shuffle another card and we had meditate, and I just felt like they were so almost similar, to where I just felt more called to bring out what was already originally shuffled. So how can you have more fun? Pile number threes. This is a rough one. Honestly, all three of them have been pretty rough. I don't know why it feels like fun can be so hard to get to when we are dealing with trauma, when we're dealing with problems, day-to-day problems, when we're, you know, it's like before we can allow ourselves to be in that energy of play, of fun, for some reason, it's like we have to feel safe enough to allow our inner child to have that fun. So I think that's why I keep running into healing. Like pile 1 and 2 definitely, you know, pile 1 was definitely in a need for healing, pile 2 was in an energy of healing, and now you pile 3s, I do feel like you're kind of standing alone. I don't feel like a huge connection to the other two piles, but what I'm getting, I'm hearing, what is that word? I cannot remember the word for it, but it's something along the lines of, you know, generational healing. I don't know. This is a hard one, guys. It's not that I don't see what the message is. It's that it's hard to deliver, because I feel like you guys have experienced probably the worst trauma of all three of the piles. And if that doesn't resonate, this probably isn't your pile. I just feel like we have connect to your womb, which to me feels like you haven't been connected to it. And because of that disconnection from this life energy, I feel like you've been feeling very lost. I think that this kind of has to do with knowing yourself, okay? And knowing where you've come from. And also it's about generational trauma, and it's about how, I can't freaking remember what it's called, but it's basically when your mother, you know, when you were in the womb, the traumas that your mother experienced will, you know, can affect you. And it's also, you were also an egg within your mother when she was in your grandmother, right? So usually there can be a connection. I think this might only have to do when you're female. No, I think it's either way. I can't remember, guys. I'm so sorry. You'll need to look into this yourself, but I'm just getting a sense of trauma that has been passed down. I don't want to say genetically. I can't remember. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy, guys. I might need to pause it and come back, because it's very important. Like, it's very important. It's like the fact that you are kind of in this energy of healing generations of trauma. It's not just your trauma here, is what I'm seeing. And I think that you have been trying your best to process this. But there's an energy of feeling lost and not knowing self. You might not know yourself very well because you don't know where you've come from. You don't know past. You don't know generations past, the traumas that maybe your grandparents experienced, your parents experienced. There's just like what feels like, even if you are aware of what they went through, I just feel like you're the one who kind of got the shit end of the stick. Like, you're the one where it all kind of poured into. Like, you're almost kind of being given this responsibility to heal this and to go deeper and to look deeper at where you've come from, what traumas your bloodline has suffered. And I don't know why this is a block to you having fun. This all feels like a block. Like, you have not been having fun. I think that you have been more in an energy of lost, of not feeling like you know who you are, possibly. Take what resonates, guys. It's a collective reading. But just like a lack of sense of self. And it's because you haven't, you just haven't kind of dove into this generational trauma. We also have, justice here in reverse. So to me, it's just right away telling me that your family, not just you, like your entire, like generations back, has experienced injustice after injustice. I think that there's been a lot of pain that has just been passed down to you. There's a lot of pain, responsibility that has just kind of been put onto your shoulders. Like I'm hearing, I didn't ask for this kind of thing. But here we are in a how can you have more fun reading, talking about trauma. Like, what, Spirit, are you serious? Like, in order to have more fun, you need to go within and process. I think there is a lack of trust in others. I think that you possibly feel abandoned as well. I don't know if it's by your family, maybe patterns that you have repeated, that you've learned from your family, that's put you in a position to, you know, be abandoned emotionally or physically by others. Let me get into the tarot here because, so we have alone time and we also sync with the moon. And over here with this alone time, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. This represents an unhappy home. This represents an unfulfilling family unit, you know, not feeling emotionally satisfied by family, by a home. It could even be, it might not be your immediate family, or I'm sorry, it might not be like your parents and your siblings. It might actually be your, like your husband and your children. Like some of you guys, it's about your actual family that you are, you know, I'm sorry, I keep assuming gender too. I'm so sorry guys, but it, you know, it might be your partner and your kids instead of like your parents and your siblings. Take what resonates, because it could be both. You know, you could be seeing patterns that are happening in your family. I don't know how to differentiate. I can't say that word. I'm sorry, guys. Ugh. It's just weird because we also have the 4 of Wands. It's also in reverse here. And this also represents a home, an unstable home, a home that's kind of falling apart. So what I'm seeing is that you haven't been able to have fun. You've never been able to have fun because I think you have been so wrapped up in the unhappiness of your family, of home, like home problems, issues that are happening at home, instability. There's a lot of instability. You could never get to this place of being able to celebrate because you were too busy focusing on all the sadness, all this emotional dissatisfaction, all of this disappointment, for the fact that I feel heavily that this could have been parents that like went through a lot of trauma themselves. Okay, they experienced a lot of injustice and trauma. They didn't learn how to heal, and it's just kind of been put onto you, where it's just like you've been heavily disappointed by your family. You know, I just think that you don't feel good when you spend time with them. You don't feel emotionally fulfilled when you spend time with them. With the 4 of Wands in reverse, this is also, once again, it's about the lack of stability. to the point where it prevents you from being able to celebrate. Like, you could never celebrate because you were so busy trying to find stability. So I just feel like it could have been parents who disappointed you. It could have been a partner who disappoints you. You know, whoever it is that's just making you feel like you're always busy picking up the pieces that you can't even celebrate. You can't even have fun. It's almost like there's just so much instability that there's no room. There's no room for a party. There's no room for, you know, game night. There's no room for, you know, yeah, family game night, family movie night. Because there's just so much, I want to say irresponsibility, lack of accountability. Okay, like it's just like allowing this chaos and instability to just kind of be the normal. And didn't I say in the beginning, it feels disconnected? I feel like you have disconnected from where you've come from because you just don't understand why it has hurt you so much. Like, it's why it's hurting you so much to kind of see where you've come from and to just have it be a constant disappointment in your life. I just feel like you've never felt safe. You've never felt safe enough to celebrate, to create. And I think it's so sad, but how can you have more fun, pile 3, is by spending more time alone. I think that you have kind of been traumatized by people that I think you were supposed to depend on, whether, like I said, as parents or maybe siblings or a partner even. I don't know. I don't think you're depending on your kids, okay, but I just think that you actually crave a lot of alone time because of what you've experienced, I think, within a family dynamic. Like, you've just never felt safe enough to look, get naked, you know, jump into the ocean, because it's just like there's things to worry about. That's all I'm hearing is like, we have shit to worry about. There's things that need to be handled. There's, you know, there's always a problem. There's just always a problem. And you see how there's like this circle surrounding her too. Like, how can you have more fun? By protecting yourself, protecting your own energy, spending time alone, not being around people who constantly put you in this position of feeling like shit. I really just kind of feel like it makes you feel like shit. Emotional dissatisfaction and instability, like it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel safe. And so you need to kind of teach yourself that you are here for yourself. You are going to show up for yourself. You're not having fun, you can't celebrate with this family. I will celebrate on my own. I will show up for myself. I will create that stability for myself. I can depend on myself, trust myself. And you know what? I'm having a real good time too. We're having fun for the first time in our lives because I finally feel safe enough to have fun. I feel a lot of like mourning. I don't know what this mourning is. It's like coming from, I feel like the generations before you. It's like your parents, I don't think ever got to the place that you're at. Your grandparents never got to the place where you're at, where you're taking on the responsibility of making yourself feel safe, of creating your own celebration, your own fun, your own happiness. You're taking matters into your own hands. Whereas I feel like possibly generations before you are seeing you in this energy And there's a mourning because it's almost like their trauma, the injustice they have faced, they allowed it to block them from joys, from happiness, from stability. They allowed it to block them, and you are not allowing it. You shouldn't allow it. If you're here and you're still feeling a lot of blockage towards happiness, towards fun, you're gonna break this generational pattern. You deserve to break this pattern and have fun, feel safe. I do get a sense some of you guys here want to be parents. Like, you really want to be parents. You could already be parents. And it's like you're seeing these patterns either being passed to your kids, or you have a fear that they will be passed along to your kids. And I think you're saying enough is enough. I'm not going to let my children suffer the same way I did. I refuse. And I think it's taken a lot of quiet time, alone time. Like, it's going to take a lot of that, okay? So if you're still kind of trying to figure out, how can I get there? How can I get to this fun? How can I get to this happiness? Just know it's going to take going within. You have to go within. You have to dig this out. You have to understand where these patterns come from, what you can do to stop them. What choices can you make differently? Like the answers, this gym, their answers are within. And look, we have this yellow sun. Sun represents happiness. And see, she's alone every time. She's alone. And she's able to find that happiness. And so over here we have Sync with the Moon. We have the Three of Coins, and we also have the Seven of Swords in reverse. With the Sync with the Moon, I think, how can you have more fun? I do think getting in a routine, maybe following along with the cycles of the moon could be fun for you. Okay, like maybe if you do little rituals, but it's something about routine, and also connecting once again with your womb, with the moon. Connecting with the divine feminine is really what I'm getting. I just think it'll be fun for you. I think, you know, you might have never had some stability that you've craved, levels of routine that you craved, and I think that kind of letting the moon guide you will be really healing and fun for you, because you're just like in this energy of stability you've never been in before. So this is interesting because I do think these are going together. We have the Three of Coins and the Seven of Swords in reverse. I think that with this Three of Coins, this is about collaboration. This is about people coming together in order to create something bigger than themselves. And I think that with the Seven of Swords, this is about deception. And with it being reversed, what I'm getting is you're coming out of self-deception. I think that for a long time, you've told yourself that other people are the problem, that other people are deceptive and sneaky, and, you know, they can't be trusted. I think that because of what you've experienced within a family dynamic, you've lost a lot of faith in collaboration. It's like you don't trust that people can show up for you and can actually keep their promises, and you know what I mean, like and actually kind of match your energy of stability. I think you're setting boundaries. I think that you're setting standards, and you're no longer deceiving yourself. Like you're no longer telling yourself this is how everybody is, because it's not true. You're self-deceiving yourself by telling yourself everybody will disappoint me, because it's not true. Not everybody will disappoint you. There will be people who you can collaborate with, who you can depend on, who you can work with, and they're going to be just as stable, just as honest, just as, dependable as you are. So I think, how can you have more fun? Stop telling yourself that everyone will disappoint you, that you can't trust other people to get the job done, or, you know, do what you need done, because you can. And it's also about, what did I say? Creating something bigger than yourself. I do get a sense that there's something that you might be working on, whether it's a family, you know, whether it's your own children that you're working on, or whether it's like a project or a career, something, you know, like a business possibly. You need to start telling yourself, there are people who can help me get to where I'm dreaming of being, because it's like you can't do it alone. I think you have a lot of fun alone. You know, you can, how can you have more fun? Spending time alone, definitely. But don't deceive yourself by telling yourself that nobody is trustworthy, okay? Because it's not true. You might need people with this sync with the moon. You might need people who are predictable, just like the moon. Just like how the moon goes through their phases. You know exactly what phase they're gonna be on what day. You kind of need people who are just like that in your life, who are very predictable. They might follow strict routines, you know, but they get the job done. They keep their promises. They're not sneaky and, untrustworthy. I just feel like you struggle so much with trust and feeling safe. You've been disappointed a lot, and it feels like by your own family, you know, by the people closest to you, the people you've spent time in a home with. They've just let you down, and it's like you deserve to have people who are just as predictable as the moon phases. Okay, so how can you have more fun? We did get the sing card at the bottom of the deck, so some of you guys really need to sing, whether you're a good singer or not. If it's something that you have fun doing, sing, okay? That's all that matters. If you're having fun, then sing, okay? Or it might even just be listening to music, spending more time alone, you know, having little concerts alone in your house, in wherever you can be alone. Because some of you guys still do live with the family dynamic, and I'm sorry about that, because I don't think it's healthy for you. I don't feel like it's brought you a lot of joy, and I'm just sorry about that. But I think that there are ways that you can get away, spend time alone, find your predictable, trustworthy people. And, you know, I do think you still need to go within. You know, you still need to go within, do some deeper healing. I think you need to look at the past and look at where, you know, your family has been, where they've come from. It might help you forgive, you know, the generations before you. We also had this King of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck, and I am kind of getting, this is the energies that you've been used to. You've been used to very arrogant, demanding, pushy, argumentative people who just like, they don't care what they destroy. With the Wands, this is fire, and fire is very destructive. So when it's in reverse, I just feel like you've been around a lot of people who are very self-destructive and chaotic, you know, just aggressive, and it's just, you know, it's created a lot of unsafety in your heart. Like, you don't feel like you can trust, and I'm sorry, like, no one should feel like that. Like, you should feel like you can depend on somebody, you know? And that's where you need to kind of change your tune and be like, I trust myself. Spend some time alone. I can depend on myself. Any last messages, Spirit? Last messages? Too many. I just want one, please. I just want one. Ooh, pile number 1 pulled this as well. Oh, interesting. Bottom of the deck. Okay, so we have Rhiannon, Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. I do get a sense of like, you guys can manifest whatever this bigger goal is that you need help with. Like, you do need collaboration, you do need help, but it's like, you are the person that can actually make it happen for yourself. How can you have more fun? Focus on your manifestations. Set clear intentions for what you're trying to bring in. I think that'll be really fun for you, honestly, to focus on something other than this BS. We also have Isis, past life. This situation involves your past life memories. And see, that's what another reason I feel like it's so important for you to go within, because I just feel like there's a lot that is just under the surface, that it's like things that you can tap into, things that you can learn about, history of your family that you can really go into, that's going to help you understand kind of how you've gotten here. But that's all the time I have for you, pile 3s. I do hope that these messages resonate. I hope that they were helpful. Until next time, guys, I'm sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings. Thank you once again for being here. I will see you next time. Bye. You precious. Yeah. You're just so sweet. Like, shut up. Too many. Thank you. Hi, pile number 4s. Welcome to the bonus reading. So if you don't already know, I do this bonus reading for the collective as well as I take these messages for myself. So it's just a shorter version of the other piles. I'm a little bit tired, so I didn't pull as many today. So let's just go ahead and get through the messages real quick. I almost didn't do this pile 4 this time, but I love you guys and I couldn't help it. So how can we have more fun? Welcome. We shuffled Look for Fairies. Okay, so I am kind of getting a sense of your inner child is wanting more wonder, more magic, more fun. Your inner child is kind of looking for creativity, imagination is what I'm getting. Fairies have never been seen, but in our imagination, we have created fairy lore in all over the globe. There are different myths and legends of fairies throughout history that I think that we are just such imaginative creatures that we crave that magic. And I do kind of get a sense of how can you have more fun? Giving into that imagination, giving into that fun, giving into possibly maybe reading more about myths or fictional beings. That could be very fun for you, is like reading about fairies, reading about mermaids, reading about things like that might not be directly proven, but to our imagination, they're very real. These things are very real to our imagination, I feel. What's a life without fairies? Like, I can't imagine. But we also have the Hierophant, and we also have the Emperor in reverse. How can you have more fun? I think you actually are somebody who likes predictability. You're somebody who enjoys tradition, even if it's like unique traditions, because once again, we have a fictional mythical creature here, unicorns. So it's like, even though this is the Hierophant, a very traditional card, we still have unicorns on them. So it's kind of like you might be somebody who likes to create your own traditions, like unique traditions. But I think that that's something that is fun for you, is like having a structure, having kind of like legal, I don't know what it is, legal workings. So I'm hearing like, I don't know if this would be fun for you, but I'm hearing marriage. I'm hearing like business as well. Like some of you guys could really be wanting to like legalize businesses, legalize a wedding. I don't know what this is, but it's something about that. Like that might be fun for you, is like to kind of work with the system. I don't know why that's fun for you guys, but to work with the system, this predictability, tradition. But I'm hearing unique, like it's still like there's literally like dancing unicorns here. So it's kind of like breaking tradition, but like creating still that structure that will be passed down, where it's like you're still creating, I don't know, like creating space for unique traditions. With the Emperor here, how can you have more fun? So we have creating traditions, creating unique traditions is something fun. We have this imaginative energy as well. Now we have the Emperor in reverse, which is just telling me you guys need to work on letting go of control. Okay? I think that sometimes you guys are very comfortable in this Hierophant energy of predictability, of your own traditions, of what you've kind of created to be your system. Like you've created a system, it seems, that is fun to you, unique to you, but it also, I think, scares you to be out of control. Like it scares you to take risks. It scares you to be in a position that you're not going to know how things are going to go. You might be somebody who's scared to, get drunk, who's scared to jump out of an airplane. I just heard skydiving. You know what I mean? Like there's kind of this energy of, I don't know what it'll be like, and I'm scared of losing that control, of not knowing, of taking that risk. So how can you have more fun? Work on healing your relationship with control and understand that risk sometimes is worth it in order to give your soul the fun and happiness it deserves. Like, you know, don't be such a stickler. Don't be so stiff. Don't be so strict. You know, it's like, even though you respect tradition, even though you respect practicality, there is something about you that wants to challenge it. There's something here that actually wants to, like, take it into your own hands and, like, create your own traditions, like your own, I'm just hearing laws, like your own laws, you know, your own structure that works for you. But don't get trapped in the rules. Don't get trapped in, like, it has to be this way, it has to be that way, because this control will block you from having fun. Okay, so let go of some control. We also have Ma'at, fairness. It says the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So how can you have more fun? I think you're somebody, once again, you respect practicality. I think you respect fairness, dependability, being dependable. And I think that how can you have more fun is by being around people who are also very just, okay? Very fair and just. You need to be around people who also respect the same things you respect, you know, the fair, like the justice, like people who have a sense of justice and what's right and wrong, a moral compass, okay? Like you need to be around people who have good moral compasses, because I think when you're around people who are unfair and who kind of just, I don't know, they're not thinking about what's right and wrong, they're just kind of thinking about what's best for them. I think it makes you not have fun. Like you're somebody who gets upset by the lack of respect, the lack of fairness in situations. And so you need to be careful, like who you spend time with, who you're friends with, because if you're friends with people who have a shitty moral compass and they don't really care about what's right or wrong, they just care about themselves and, like, you know, possibly what looks good from the outside or something like that, then you're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna be able to really vibe with those kind of people. You're not gonna be able to have fun with those kind of people. Let's see, what else should we get into? Let's do plan a vacation. We have plan a vacation over here. So how can you have more fun? You need to go on a vacay. You need to take a little bit of a break. I feel like you've kind of been struggling with a lot of responsibilities. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So how can you have more fun? You need to drop some of these burdens. You need to drop some of these responsibilities. I don't know if it's just temporarily so you can go on a vacation, but I don't know. This doesn't feel healthy. Like everything that you have taken on at this time, I think it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. It's too much for this one little guy to carry. Okay, so what needs to happen? How can you have more fun? Drop some burdens, drop some responsibilities. And also, pile 4, start delegating. We have Green Tara, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Okay? I do get a sense of like you question if you can, you know, count on other people with Ma'at. Like I think you're somebody who's very you're a bit of a stickler. I'm not gonna lie to you, pile 4. You're a bit of a stickler here. So it's like You need to become more open to letting people help you. Let people be there for you. Let people take some of this burden, some of this responsibility from off of your shoulders. Because right now, what it looks like, your soul is craving some fun. Your soul is craving an entire vacation. Like, wants to get on a plane, run away, okay? Because it's a lot. It's a lot right now. And it's okay to need help. It is okay. It is actually very brave to ask for help. Okay? Don't let anybody make you feel weak or like, you know, bad. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for asking for help, because it's actually the bravest thing you can do. And it's actually something that is what makes a good leader. A good leader knows when to delegate. Okay? Let's see. I think that's everything. We flew through this. We flew through this one. So, I don't know. I kind of want to get one more. Let's just split the deck and see what comes through. Ooh, we have dance. Okay, so some of you guys need to dance. Some of you guys need to go out. You need to plan a vacation. You need to go somewhere and just dance your heart out. I think that'll be really fun for you, pile number 4s. It's just getting into dance, getting into your body, shaking your body, you know, shake off this energy that's like wanting you to stay in this space of control, wanting you to stay in this kind of like stickler energy. Like, get out of this stickler energy, get into this more creative energy, into a more flowing energy, into an energy that asks for help, and also an energy that knows when to rest. Okay, you need a break, you need a vacation, you need a rest. So give it to yourself, okay? All right, pile 4s, that's all the time I have for you. I am going to close out the reading. Oh, okay, it's best at home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. Oh. So how can you have more fun? By protecting your home. I think you're somebody who might spend a lot of time in your home, and so I just feel like the more care and love you put into your home, the more fun you'll have when you're in that space. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me, pile 4s. You guys have a special place in my heart. Until next time, guys, sending you love, light, protection, blessings. Please, 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 guys, if you enjoyed it, if you resonated, exchange some energy, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Till next time, guys, bye.